welcome to BuzzBooster TV.
I'm Shahar.
And I'm Nash, and this show is sponsored by Mozy Pro.
Yay, Mozy Pro. And today we are going to talk about
many things.
Many things, yes. Magnetic system, now the second step.
Magnetic influence system.
Yes, how you can become
two.
Irresistible to your market.
Yes.
What else?
Well, we have a very cool tip.
Yes, a very cool tool. And we are also going to talk about marketing to boomers and seniors.
Yes.
Enjoy. Moving on with the magnetic system.
Yes,
okay?
magnetic
Last episode,
influence.
we talked about how to create a irresistible promise.
That's right.
Which is crucial when you're trying to reach your
market. You have
market.
to start there.
Yes, and especially because you know the market and people, the consumer has changed a lot in the last 5 years. You need to pay attention and always bring something more experiential for them than prices. Okay.
That's right.
And the second step, which is the topic for today, is unveil your core story.
Core story.
You as a business really need to have a story that people would care about. You know, when you're there promoting your business, marketing your business, you know what your prospect is really asking?
What?
So what's in it for me? Why should I care? Right? They ask this when they go to a website, they ask this when they're looking at your ads in a magazine, and when you're talking to them face to face.
Why should I care?
Why should I care is a very, very important one.
Why?
Because, you know, with all this recession, we notice we have too much stuff.
Uh-huh.
We don't need more stuff of anything. I don't know about you, but here in Utah during spring, if you go around the houses, all the garages are full of stuff, not the cars. The cars
are parked outside.
There is no place inside to put the car. And this, we all realize, hey, I have too much stuff, and this stuff is meaningless. So now I want something that matters. When you as a business, you are marketing to people, you need to understand that and say, okay, why should they care about it? Not only that, like I told you, they're willing to have more experiential situations every time they consume from a company. So if you have a story, it's really a way to reach them. Remember, you always say that the brain is wired for stories, for narrative. Yeah. Really important, right? So if you're just talking about benefits and features of a product, you're not going to go anywhere.
Nope.
So it needs to be around, if possible, either a cause or a movement that people should care about.
And it has to be very emotional to the person.
Exactly, on an emotional level.
Yes. So like there's a company called Voges Chocolate. They're out in Chicago. It's this gal, and they sell chocolates, but the gourmet chocolates. And you know, Shahar, we always say you can get a chocolate bar at the grocery store for what, 50 cents, 75 cents. Well, these bars, they sell for at least $7, $8. What's really unique about them though is their flavors. Number one, so like you can get chocolate and wasabi, chocolate and bacon, things like that. But beyond that, when you do get a chocolate and you flip over the packaging and you start looking at it, instead of the boring nutritional information, which you also have on there, but instead of that, you actually have the story behind not only that chocolate, but that company. So for instance,
what's inspired her to start the company?
That's exactly it.
Yep.
So like if taking the chocolate and bacon one that I'm thinking about, you flip it over and she tells you the story of how when she was a little girl and she was at her grandma's house eating chocolate chip pancakes with bacon, and how that inspired her to create this chocolate bar that we were enjoying the other day. And so it goes back to her childhood, having spent quality time with her grandma. And so while you're reading
that, an emotional connection with the prospects, right?
Totally.
We all had a grandma, and
that's it. So I'm thinking about when I was a little kid eating the pancakes, you know. So it's that very thing. So it's not just about, hey, I decided to innovate in the chocolate industry because there weren't any cool flavors out there, and blah, blah. I mean, that's cool too, but it's not impacting in the way that her thing is, for example. Yes. So it's not emotional.
Actually, this company, we could talk about them quite a lot
on several occasions.
They do very well a lot of things. But I remember once I was at their website, so I don't know if it's there now or not. It was during Easter, and so she had the chocolate bunnies on the front page. The cool part is when I scroll the mouse over the chocolate bunny, it wouldn't say click here. It would say see my story.
Read my story.
The chocolate bunny had a story. Okay, I also seen some photographers on Google Plus. I like Google Plus a lot, and there are some. It's not everybody, of course, but especially a lady there that every time she posts a picture, and she usually puts pictures of birds, okay? She tells a story that could be connected or not to that bird. The fact is, you pay attention.
Well, the fact is this: if you're about to sell someone on something, and you approach them and you say, "Hey, can I sell you something?" Immediately you're going to shut down. It's no, you know, I have 2 minutes. I've got an appointment I have to go to. Whatever it is.
You just don't listen.
You don't. But the moment someone says, "Can I tell you a story?" It's almost like immediately you're hooked into that, and you want to listen to it.
And when the story is connected to a purpose, something they really should care about, then they pay attention. I want to use another example because we are going to talk about boomers and marketing to seniors later. So I think it's a perfect example.
Sure, dive right in.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Well, you haven't started, so I don't.
You don't.
I've been practicing my telecommute.
You should be good by now.
I'm getting there.
Okay, so this company is called Standard.com.
Oh, yes.
And they manufacture mobility products for seniors.
Yes.
So very interesting here because the user, the final user, is a senior person. Usually the buyer is a boomer that has an aging parent. So we had to build a campaign from that for them. And we always do this. We go to the magnetic system because we know we are going to hit the target if we do.
That's right.
So do you want to explain what we did?
Yes, you know, it's
about the core story only.
About the core story.
The rest for another time.
It's very, very interesting actually what they did because they're dealing with a subject that it isn't exactly easy to talk about.
Exactly.
I mean, if I have an aging parent, if I have
so young.
If I have an aging parent, the issue of me having to take care of that parent or my sibling, I don't have siblings, but my siblings having to take care of them, who's going to do that, who's going to, and
the issues that it happens in the family. Happens,
Not only that, the fact that this aging parent is now going through issues themselves, not only the physical issues, but the emotional issues that comes with it. So, very delicate subject to talk about. Well, Standards, they do these mobility products like Shahar was saying, so things to help you get out of bed, things to help you get in and out of the shower.
Very cool products, by the way, very innovative if you compare to others in the same industry.
That is very true.
Yeah.
One thing that they did, really, that as part of the campaign was, you know, in their packaging even. I'm going to talk about packaging, but it's really...
No. Before you go there, before you go to the package, what is the core story and why should people care about it?
I was getting there.
Well, but you're going to explain the whole story.
So you don't want the story?
I want the core, the why people should care about.
Well, ultimately, what it came down to, people get their things because they want to be independent. Is that what you want to hear?
Yes, it's extremely important because the boomer generation values independence quite a bit.
That's right.
They do.
Why don't you just tell it?
No, but it's really important. So they value independence very much, and so does the aging person, right? Because now they have to deal with a new reality, and they really don't like that.
Well,
maybe it's just a knee replacement that they had, but it's still, they go through all the hurdles of recovering from that, and independence is a crucial thing.
That's right.
So the core message here is be independent. That talks to the heart.
It talks to the boomer.
Both. Yes.
Yeah, to the heart of both. Exactly.
Yes. But how do you? And again, this is not a tagline. See, this is the core story.
That's what motivates them. Really, that's what inspires them to create and develop new products. That's what inspires them to go out and sell. That's what really, it's the thing that pushes them to do more.
And it's the core message on Facebook and Twitter because then, instead of having to talk about the product non-stop, they can talk about dieting, exercise, cool things you can do while recovering from knee surgery, for example. So we can go on a spin on other subjects that also matters to them.
And ultimately talk about independence.
Yes. Now, we do tie that with the story of the company. And now comes the package.
So that's where I was going to go into. It was just a reverse. Anyway, that's where I was going to go into because even in their packaging, they're telling that story, right? Just like we mentioned Voja's chocolate as an example. Well, they have the story of Grandma Essie. Really, the reason why Jen, the founder, decided to start this company. So it's not only talking about the independence, but it's also talking about what drove her
to do it.
Family values. Even with if you read the story, it'll tell about how Grandma Essie, she used to live in this home, and she mentions the brick walls, and that the family wanted to take them to a nursing home, and that just wasn't right because Grandma was independent. and she wanted to be where she wanted to stay where she lived all of her life and things like that. So very emotional when you read it.
It's very pretty, and we have the drawing of Grandma S's face on every single package. So see here again, we are creating the story of how independence was important to her, how that factor really inspired the whole company to go out and reach other people that want the same, totally aligned with the be independent concept, and people will care because it's talking about families, families being together and endure even through difficult times.
That's right. But now, you know, Shahar, one thing that I do want to point out is oftentimes, like, you're listening to this and you might be saying, well, you know, I don't have this huge company with products and things like that, or things like that. So the fact is that there are stories within you that would benefit your business if you shared them. And a lot of times, even trying to figure out what to share is tough. So keep this in mind.
Yes.
And wait, I'm in the middle of the sentence. We'll keep this in mind. Not like we don't interrupt each other all the time. Keep this in mind. Usually, the stories that you want to keep the most are the ones that people need to hear the most.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Makes sense. Sometimes they hurt a little bit for you to tell them, but they are necessary. They are part of who you are. And it's a very good point. You don't have to be a manufacturer or have products and packaging out there. What's important for you is to understand what's your core story and tell. Now, you do have to tell over and over and over again. Repetition is very important.
Key.
It's important to reach your prospects several times with the same story. So do you have a blog? Blog about it every now and then. It's not every day. Every now and then.
Do you do videos?
Videos. Tell your story every now and then.
You have a podcast?
Tell your story every now and then.
Do you have a book?
But tell many times. Don't forget that, because at some point you said, oh, I said that already.
No.
And you assume everybody remembers and knows about your story, which is not true.
It will never be enough. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, just one interesting thing.
And even when people know about the story, even when they know about it already, sometimes it's good just to hit them with that reminder once again, because it might bring them to the point of, you know, that's really the reason why I connected to this person in this first place. That's really the reason why I decided to go into business with you. So it's good to remind them why they took that step and made that decision.
There's just an aside that I wanted to point out, because sometimes you do face resistance when you're trying to put your story out. For example, in the case of Standard, for example, when we decided to have Grandma Essie and the story in the packaging, well, the company that designs the package, well, that would get in the way of the design. Be careful with that. Okay, design will not amp sales like a good story well told.
That's right.
Have that in mind. So, you know, if somebody just don't listen to that and...
No. Yeah. You gotta tell your story.
Wow, we didn't fight.
No, but man, it was a battle to get a word out.
Yeah. Okay, next time. Oh, no, next time too. We have another... Oh, boy.
Just stop talking.
Yeah. Sometimes it looks like it's just about marketing.
Yes.
People want to know how to market better. They want to spend their time learning a new trick on Facebook to get 10,000 followers.
That's all they think about.
Yeah, but business is more about other things too.
Oh yes, you know, that's actually a mistake, or something that people don't really think about when they think that they're going to go into business. It's almost like a lot of times, let's say it's someone who used to work for someone else. So they think, you know, I'm going to go work for myself because I'm going to make my own hours. And they think that when they could do that, all they're going to do is their craft. All they're going to do is what they're good at. So they're only going to focus in accounting if they were an accountant, for instance. Oh, that's all. And they don't realize that business requires a lot more than just what you're really good at.
Yes, even though marketing is really, really crucial in a business, taking care of the things that keeps your business running is crucial. One example is protect the data in your company.
Protect your data.
It's amazing how many people don't do that.
No, because that's something you can always do tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, but just think that if you wake up tomorrow and all the data from your clients are gone, it doesn't need much, right?
Can you imagine that? Yeah, no.
Well,
how many businesses actually go out of business as a result of that?
Yeah. You know, yesterday, for example, I went to turn on my tablet, which is pretty new.
That's right.
It didn't turn on, and it didn't turn on at all.
It just wouldn't power up. It died, like, overnight.
Yeah, we didn't lose any data because we used Mozy Pro.
We were backed up.
Yeah, Mozy Pro is a great company.
Yes.
They work with big companies and small companies like us.
That's right.
And they protect your data. So even if you lose all your equipment because a lightning came through the roof, you're fine.
You're backed up.
Yeah, and if you're not, you really can, you know, go bankrupt with something like this.
You really can, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you that you need to talk to our friends at Mozy Pro.
That's right. Give them a call. You know what? In fact, if you use the code podcast15,
yes,
it'll actually give you 15% off. So podcast15, use that promo code. Give them a call. Call them at 877-669-9776. That's 877-669-9776. Or just go to their website, mozypro.com.
Yes.
mozypro.com.
Yes, don't postpone this. It's really serious.
Yes, it is. Hey, so today I have a tip. It's not so much a tool, it's more of a concept, something that I'd like you to embrace. If you're like me, you have ideas all the time, right? Like me, myself and Shahar, we're always thinking of new things to do, and we're always thinking of new projects, and new ideas, and new marketing concepts, and all of these things, but the fact is that we cannot implement all of it. And a lot of times, we end up falling into this little trap of trying to implement this cool new idea when in reality it might not have been the best thing, the best action to do. So to solve this problem with us, we actually developed a little tool we call the Idea Solidifier. This is it right here. Now, you can't really get it because, you know, we have it. But what you can do is do something similar. So basically, the purpose of this little Idea Solidifier booklet that we have is simple. When we have an idea, we write it down. So I'll even open it up for you. We put the title, we put the outline of that idea, and then here are the things that it says. This idea will be used for, and we mention what it would be used for. So if it's a specific segment of your business, if it's to market something, whatever it is, you jot it down. It even asks for the niche market. Who are you going after? Who do you want to target with this? A budget that it takes to actually implement this idea. How much time do you need to implement it? So whenever you have an idea, you write it down, you answer these questions. The number of people that will be involved. Is it just you? Is it you and your partner? Is it your entire team? What will it take to actually get it done? How many people? Is this idea on track with your business strategy? Well, that's when you start reflecting and saying, okay, so yes, it is a great idea, but is it aligned with my overall path to success, with what I envision for my business? That's one really good thing to ask. And then we have the classifiers, and basically we just like A, B, C. And A is take it to the next level, B, more research needed, wait, or C, archive it. So if it's an idea that it's really good, but after doing this you think, well, it's not really aligned, it's not really going to benefit my business how it should, it's not really on track with what I envision with my goals, not very aligned, well then maybe you need to archive it. But so you jot it down and now you have it so you can come back to it later, you don't discard it entirely. Or maybe it's something that you actually want to take to the next level. After going through this process you think, you know, this really is a really good idea. It will benefit my business, perhaps then I should take it to the next level. And so now you jot it down as A. So just things like that. So it's not really the tool that you're using, but it's your approach, the way you're actually dealing with your new ideas, so that you're not really discrediting yourself every time you have an idea and you're too busy, whatever, and you forget it. You actually have a journal of the things that the new ideas that you have, and you have a way to actually measure and see, is this really worth pursuing? So do that. And then here it even asks, okay, so if you selected A, for instance, next steps will be, bam, 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 jot down your action items and actually get to implement it. One thing, people who work with us, they know that we get things done. Once we decide that it has to be done, we get it done, right? One of the reasons, because we have methods like these to actually determine what is important to go after, and then outlining the action steps and getting it done, because just sitting on things, just a time, and waste your time, your energy, it drains you emotionally. So what does it take for you to get it done? Get those action items outlined and do it.
So I want to take a second and talk to you about marketing to boomers. I have a few questions for you. The first one is, do you know who is really buying from you? Okay, and if they are boomers, are you really paying attention how you're communicating with them? If you're not, have you thought about it? Did you know that boomers are the segment today that have the most amount of disposable income? Not only that, a very important fact is that they're more likely to buy in difficult times. Okay, so just think, if you're really reaching the right market for you. But if you are, okay, tell me if you're really paying attention to them and creating a message that resonates with them. The other day, I did a blog post about it, and you're welcome to go read it, the BuzzBooster blog, that I was really showing some TV commercials that really do not pay attention to boomers. One of them, of course, is the medicine one, where you see the couple on a bathtub, each one on a different bathtub in the middle of a beach or something, and they're just holding hands. Is this message really aligned with one of the generations that, frankly, always had a lot of sex, and they still do? Is this the kind of message you would like to see as a boomer? Another one was Honda with the hybrid car, where the only boomers that are shown in the commercial are playing chess. Well, did you know that boomers also are the segment that really are into the green and want a hybrid car? So by not showing, just showing, you know, the cool guys with the car, you're sending a message that we shouldn't be buying your car at all. And there are many other examples. For example, hair dye stuff for men, where they show the older guys living like younger guys. Let me tell you, if I would be in that situation in a party, living like the young guys, I would feel pretty pathetic. So again, is it aligned? Is it aligned? The other thing I see quite often is trying to talk about the good old times for boomers, and that and nostalgia. Pepsi does that, Coke does that. Be careful with that, because that's really not a message that they align with. This is a generation that has changed the way people live in every single point in their time, including right now retirement. They are reinventing retirement. The 55 plus is one of the groups that opens more businesses than anybody else. So talking about nostalgia, psychedelic stuff, and how life was before can be a huge mistake. We had a client that almost made that mistake. Be very careful with that, because that will impact a lot. But most of all, respect them for who they are. And if you're selling to them, do not forget to address them, you know, and talk to them in a way that they value. One other thing that is very important from all the other groups, the boomers really think about value, and they want to buy things that have meaning to them. Okay, that's the reason we put this segment together with the one we are talking about, the core story, because it's like from any other group, this is the group that you really need to think that the magnetic influence system can be applied, because they need to care. Okay, that's my message to you today.
That was super awesome.
It was always awesome, right? Yes. We have a very special invitation.
Oh, yes. You don't want to miss this one.
Yes. Do you want to say, or do I say it?
Well, yeah, you're itching to do it, so go ahead.
Yes, we have a very cool event coming.
Very cool.
And we really want to invite you to come join us.
Yes.
It's going to be May 3rd, 4th, and 5th. 5th. In Salt Lake City,
3, 4,
Utah.
5.
Yeah, we have amazing speakers coming.
Yes, we do.
Ours truly, the BuzzBoosters.
That's right. We'll be there.
Michelle Season from Decisive Minds. Bob the Teacher.
Bob the Teacher.
Katarina Randall.
She's awesome.
And many more people.
Super many more people.
The name of the event?
Extreme Income Explosion Summit.
Yes. We are going to show you how you can create the perfect storm. How you can create the moment with the resources and tools necessary for you to create extreme income explosion in your business.
Yes.
Very important to note.
Very important to note that this is not the, hey, get quick, get rich quick, overnight type of thing.
Yeah.
We're actually going to dive into real strategies to grow your business.
Yes. This event is only for business owners and entrepreneurs that are really serious about their business.
Yes.
So if you're trying to make a quick dime with the internet, don't even worry. We are going to discuss what you need to have in place in your company to be protected. We are going to discuss the good, the bad, and the profitable in modern marketing today. Social media with Facebook.
Yes.
And a lot more things that you do not want to miss.
Don't miss it.
So what do you have to do?
Go to extremeincomeexplosionsummit.com.
Yes, don't miss the early bird. Sign up.
Oh, yeah.
Come spend 3 days with us here in Salt Lake City,
Spend 3 days with us. The weather's going to be great. You know what? if you do it, the sooner you do it, you'll get better specials for the early bird. So
Yes.
go there.
Don't wait. Action is really important if you want really to cause an extreme income explosion in
So
your life.
extremeincomeexplosionsummit.com.
See you there.
See you there.